Hi, my name is Jay Oza. I coach people win with their speeches. I hope you're learning from the videos that I'm recording, and if you ever need help with your high stakes speech, let me know. I'm going to talk about something that's business related, and it's something that I do, but often the people that I interact with don't do, and that has to do with pricing. When I'm coaching people with their speech, I charge per project, not per hour. Let me repeat that again. I charge per project, not per hour. And the reason for that is that if you're coming to me, you don't care about how I do the work on the back end or how many hours I spend. That is of no concern to you. Your concern is that I explain the process and I meet the deliverables that I have promised. And at the end, that you are able to deliver that speech confidently and succeed. That's all you care about. The hourly part of it is of no concern and it should never even come up. When I see people charge per hour, I get really worried. First, it tells me that you may not be good at your job. Second is that you want to not really develop any kind of relationship with me. You just are interested in a transaction. Hourly rate is a transactional rate, whereas a project based is a relationship rate, relationship pricing. And relationship pricing is something you make up based on how strong your relationship is with the client. That one client can generate tremendous amount of business if you treat that client right. When I work with a client initially, the first hour I get on video call is just to get to know the person. I don't charge for that. And most likely the first time I'm doing work with a client, I like to just break even. I don't even care how many hours it takes. I just want that customer to be so happy, successful, that next time that client will not even look at anybody else and just come to me. But not only that, but I want that client to tell other people the experience that person had with me. That experience is very important. Sometimes it's not what you do that matters, it's how you do it. How you do it is often more valuable than what you do. I just recently worked with a consultant, and this consultant charged per hour. And I was basically saying, okay, let me try it out. I said, I will send you the money for the first hour. And to be honest with you, I was very disappointed. She really didn't spend the time. I was sort of testing her, and it kind of reinforced what I always felt, that when you pay per hour, you're going to be dissatisfied. If she had put in more hours and cared about the project, I don't care how many hours she spent. That is of no concern to me. I care only about my project being successful. If she doesn't want a relationship with me, then she got what I gave her. She got $200 per hour. And at the end, I will not go to her because I'm not satisfied. And she doesn't even care. So overall, it was a very valuable $200 lesson. That when people charge per hour, be very careful. They are not looking to develop a relationship, they're looking at it as a transaction. And you should not do business with people who view you as a transactional uh, business. Now, this is how I feel, because this is the way I charge is not per hour. I charge per project, and I will clearly explain exactly what I will do so the person has no doubt on exactly what he or she is going to get. Now, one of the questions you may be asking is like, wait a second, what if you lock yourself in a particular price? Let's just, for rough number, let's say I charge $1,000 per one speech that you have to give, which could take place over 6 weeks or less, depending on your situation. You may be saying, well, I'm getting very busy now, and the $1,000 just doesn't allow me to provide good service. At that point, you have a decision, an obvious one. You have to raise your rate, raise your project price. You can no longer do it for $1,000. You're going to have to do it for maybe $2,000 or $2,500, because the quality remains the same. Again, if you are my client, you don't care how busy I am. That is of no concern to you. All you care about is your project. If I am charging you $1,000 but do a shoddy job, I just wasted my time. Yes, I got $1,000 from you, but I cannot get you to come back again. And because of that, I can't get you to even refer me to others. I actually ended up losing more. You do not want to have that happen. If you cannot provide quality work, don't take that client. But once you take that client, don't think about, oh, I'm spending too much time. That client deserves your full commitment, and you have to make that client successful, no matter what. And if it turns out that you cannot take more clients, then you have to raise the prices. The number of money that you make can increase, but your quality can never be compromised. Once your quality gets compromised, you'll end up working more, and you will not be getting repeat customers, you will not get referrals, and that is just a recipe for disaster. You'll be spending more and more money on marketing, and that's what you don't want to do. So anyway, to close this out, if you are in a business of providing service, whether it's book editing or whatever, I'll tell you, if you want to work with me, do not charge per hour. I will not come to you. Similarly, if you come to me, if you need any help with your speech, I'll give you a price and tell you exactly what you're going to get. And if you want to continue working with me, excellent, I'll be happy to work with you. And again, I will not nitpick and saying, oh, this one is going to take me more hours. Listen, in life, things happen. And if you're not the right type of customer, then I will not work with you again. And I may have to readjust my pricing or say, listen, I may not be the right fit for you. But once you commit, your pricing, you know exactly what it is fixed. You have to now deliver the results. You can't then worry about like, oh my God, this is not taking too many hours. Well, that means you're probably not good at doing business. You may be very good at, and when I look at people, if they're not good at doing business, then I also think they may not be good at doing their work, period. So the business sometimes is more important how you do business, not what you do. Keep that in mind. Don't ever underestimate the way somebody does business. I mean, you have to be good at both, but a lot of times what I find is that people think like, well, I got so much experience that people will just come to me, and they don't quite understand how you do business often is more important, because you may have certain things you may not need to do for that client. But the way you do business, how you do business, is extremely important. And a lot of people just don't realize that, especially people who are freelancers. They're very good at what they do, but they are not good at how they do business. And it is tough because these are two different skill sets. The work you do and the way you do business are not the same type. You don't require the same, they're different skills. And people, a lot of emphasis on what they do, but then they ignore how they're going to do it. And that's not what you want to do. Keep that in mind. So to close it out, charge per project, not per hour. It will show that you're confident about what you do and also how you do it. And that makes a big difference. Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching.